Let's start by rolling the shoulders back, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just big circles moving the whole way through the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go the opposite direction. All the way around. Three, 2, 1. Drop the head. Roll all the way around. You get to the front, change direction, bring it back. Okay, one more each direction. Okay, hands on hips, feet shoulder apart, little circles. You get to the front, change direction, bring it back. Make sure you're really moving through the hips again, all the way around, all the way back. 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring our feet together, bend the knees slightly, and then a little circle around and back. One more each direction. From there, let's go onto the ankle or onto the toe, and a little circle up the ankle and back. Again, little circles around and back. And onto the opposite side. Two and 1. Okay, let's bring our hands out in front of us. What we're going to do is we're going to pull our shoulders back and push them forward. Back and forward. So we're pulling the shoulder blades from tip, tap them together and bring them forward. Bring them tap together and forward. Just pull them back as far as you can. Focus on working those back muscles, shoulder muscles. We're pulling back and squeeze our arms. They're just straight out in front of us. You have a slight bend in the elbows if you want. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Let's check it out. Okay, we're going up now this time. So we're pulling our shoulder blades down, pushing them up, down, and up. Imagine how to push your shoulder blades into your back pocket, push up, down to the back pocket, push up. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Down, shake it out. Okay, we're going to bring our hands out in front of us. This time we're keeping our arms straight and we're just pulling them back, squeezing as well. So hands are up about shoulder height. Pull back, squeeze, back, squeeze. Again, we're trying to squeeze our shoulders as close together as possible. Make a little fist if you want as well. And you just pull them back, squeeze. That's activating all the muscles in the back of our shoulders here, upper back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, we're going to shake it out a little bit. Now we're going to bring our hands up to shoulder height. I want you to bring your thumbs to the ceiling. Now I want you to rotate in all the opposite direction. So, sorry, thumbs facing the door behind you. And we're going to turn around and have them facing the door behind us again. Just as much as we can, getting some rotation into our shoulders. Don't do enough of this in day-to-day life, so it's good to bring them in a little bit. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Again, let's stand, shake it out a little bit. Right, side to side, you need to do it with the head. Don't force it, just shake it out a bit. Now we're going to bring our hands back up to shoulder height. I'm just going to draw a little circle. So the first thing you want to do before we do is pin our shoulders back and down. Then we bring our hands to shoulder height and then we just little circles without our shoulders rising. Shoulders should be backing down. Our trap shouldn't be rising up like here. So we should be near our ears. It should be backing down. And we're just doing little circles. Yeah, working on those little rotation muscles. Going to change direction, bring it the other way. We're going to pop it up and down. Bouncing up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it down. Shake it out. Make sure we control it on the way down. Again, you can do a little shake around, roll your shoulders a bit, loosen them all out, activating a few small muscles there. Now we're going to bring our feet just a little bit wider than shoulder apart, point our toes out, and we're going to come out side to side, and we're going to open up the inside of the hips. So as you're doing this, try and come a little bit lower each time. Side, side, a little bit lower each time. Getting as low as you can and staying there. 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, let's bring our hands to the mat and come down. So you want to be kind of lengthwise on your mat, leaning on the inside of our thigh, so not on our knee. Our back is straight. So you should be able to do this actually on the floor if you are on the muscle. And then you're just going to rock back and forth, keeping our back straight, dropping as far back as comfortable and forward. Just opening up the inside of the hip here. Going forward, going back. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's walk ourselves into the box position. We're going to start by spreading our hands. So we're going to try and stretch out the hands and the wrists a little bit. So spread the hands as far apart as you can, fingers apart. And we're just going to rock forward and back over those spread hands, just opening up the muscles in the hands. Our hands are normally in a closed formation, so the muscles can get a little bit tight. We're either typing, we're holding stuff. You don't really move in this position. So we're just working on opening them up a little bit. And just go as far or over the hands as you can. Three, 2, 1. We're going to bring our hands out facing sideways if you feel comfortable doing so. Again, keep them nice and spread. I'm just going to rock side to side on them. If you prefer, keep them facing forward, but the whole idea is we spreading our fingers and try and open up the muscle in the hands as much as we can. Side to side. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's bring them back to normal. We'll move them around a little bit. You might need to feel like moving your fingers a little bit. Feel a little bit tingly. And we'll come back to that box position, resting on our hands, fingers at normal. Space now, and we're going to lift one leg up and just rotate as far as you can and come back down. So, goal here is to keep our body square. We're just lifting through our hip. This exercise is called a fire hydrant, and I'm going to let you guess why. Likelihood is the answer you're coming to in your head is completely correct. So keep your core nice and tight. We're not rotating through our whole body. We're just going up as far as we can. Should feel this on the outside of the hip, maybe the outside of the bum a little bit. And do 4, 3, 2, and one more. And now we're going to shift onto the side. Again, keep your body nice and square. Lift up as high as you can. You might find one side is easier than the other. You're trying to fight rotation a bit more than the other. That's okay, that's normal. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Keeping our body as square as possible. 4, 3, 2, you got one to go, up, and bring it back down. Okay, from there we're going to do the Superman, so we're going to put one leg forward, one arm back. Again, we want to keep our body as square as possible. I'm going to swap it over. So the goal here is try and keep from rotating. Push out as far as we can, pause, push out as far as you can, and pause. You should feel this in your core as well, because we're using our core to stabilize ourselves. Even each time, pause. And to this side. Really focus and make sure you don't rotate as you do this. And try and keep ourselves as square as possible. We're going to go and hold this one here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, opposite side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Let's just sit back onto our heels, put our hands forward. We'll walk our hands out one side. Move back to center. And we're going to go back to either side. And bring it back to center. Okay, let's move on to our knees for a second. What we want to do is going to tuck your toes underneath. And then you're going to kind of sit back a little bit onto the feet. Alright, just go that is comfortable for you, because this can be quite an intense stretch. The toes are tucked right underneath, and we're just sitting back. Depending on what tightness is like in your feet, you may find this quite intense. You might find one side is harder than the other. I can feel this way more on my left than my right. Again, if you need to come up slightly off it, do. Even if you want to come back here, you can. The aim is we're just sitting where it's comfortable. We'll stretch out our feet a little bit. You may not realize how tight they are until you sit onto them. And we're going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to the box position. You can wiggle your ankles, wiggle your toes a little bit if you need to. From there, we're going to step one leg back. You're going to lift that leg up, so it's at our, basically at the height of our bum, and then we're going to come out, tap, as close to our ear as we can, tap, every time as far as you can, tap it, and back, tap, and back. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. We're going to go to the opposite side. I'm actually going to flip over because I'll keep the chair for this. So, opposite side, I'm going to step back, lift our leg up to just at parallel with our bum, and then we go out and tap, out and tap. As far as we can. Aiming as well to use those glute muscles, those outer hip muscles to bring our leg around, engaging them, feeling them working. 4, 3, 2, and last one, bring it back. Okay, stay in that position. Let us drop the head, tuck the hip, push back up towards the ceiling. Imagine a string in the middle of your back. Come up, tuck, and we're back up. Squeezing all the way up, slowly lowering. Imagine as I said, a string in the middle of the back, pulling you up, pulling those vertebrae away from each other. Really getting a nice movement through our vertebrae. Three, 2, got 1 to go. 1. And down. Okay, let's go over onto our back. Going to lie flat on our back. Legs are outstretched. First thing you want to do is put our belly button right down to the floor, so we're engaging our core. Make sure there's no gap between your back and the floor, and we'll lift one leg up. Slowly lower back down. Exhale up. Inhale lower. Exhale up. Inhale lower. You might feel this in the front hip. You might also feel stretch in the back of the leg. That's all right too. That's what we want. And 4, 3, 2, and one last one, all the way up and back down. We're going to go to the other side. So lift up and lower. Again, keep that back in contact with the mat the whole time. We're going to use our hip flexor to lift right up. We're going to use our core to keep ourselves balanced, keep our back from rising. Activating those hip flexor muscles. You might find one side harder than the other. Might find one side tighter at the back than the other. For this one, I'm feeling my hip a bit more. I was feeling a stretch on the back of the last one. 4, 3, 2, and one more, all the way up and lower. Okay, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring our knees up just into our chest first, and we're just going to roll side to side a little. Give a little roll. Draw a little circle. If you're drawing circles, make sure you change direction as well. And the other way. Okay. Let them out and down. We're going to keep our feet knees bent. Stack one leg onto the other one. Lift up and pull. Put your hands in between your legs and pull in towards your bum. Just to get that first little bit of stretch. Just hold it there. Okay, if you want, you can extend your leg, your back leg. So get a bit of a hamstring stretch into the back leg. If you're not comfortable doing so, just stay the way you are. 3, 2, 1. Go down, feet down. We're going to swap to the side. Again, just pulling in towards yourself, slight bit of tension, don't force it. You can extend that leg again if you feel comfortable to do so. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. I'm going to sit up. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit up tall, pull our core in, and from there we'll inhale, exhale, fold down. Try and bring our hands either side of our legs. And our goal here is try and keep moving our elbows closer to the mat while dropping our head. We're not reaching down our legs. We're actually just letting our body go heavy. Let the head go heavy. This will be a great stretch for the neck as well. So let it go heavy. You might find some tension up around the top of the neck by doing so. That's okay. The muscles need a break. Maybe you'll stretch down the back of the legs a little bit as well. That's all right too. You're breathing each time. Yeah, exhale, drop down. Again, see if you can go a little bit further. If you're stuck where you are, just stay where you are. Remember, let the head go heavy. Don't try to hold it up. 3, 2, 1. I want to see every individual vertebrae slowly come back up. All the way up to seated again. Let's sit with our feet together here. So we're going to do first is we're just going to butterfly feet a little bit, or our knees. So moving those hips. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. We're down from there. Let's inhale, exhale, fold forward again, just towards the floor. You should feel that stretch on the inside of the hips. You can walk your hands a bit more forward too. Don't worry if you can't. Again, you can go a little further too, and if you can't, don't worry, stay where you are. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to cross the legs. From there, again, we're going to sit up. We're going to put one hand on the opposite knee. Bring the other hand behind ourselves. But inhale, exhale, just twist slightly around. Looking over that back shoulder. And go a little bit further. And come all the way back around. Again, we're going to put the opposite hand on the opposite knee. Inhale, exhale, twist around, looking over the back shoulder. And if you can, walk a little bit further. If not, stay where you are. And all the way back around. Okay, from there, let's go over onto our knees again. We're going to bring one leg forward, one leg back, squeeze the glute from behind, and just push slightly forward. And step off that foot and push back. Keeping that glute engaged the whole time. Slowly moving through this stretch. Opening up those hip muscles. Make sure our glute's engaged the whole time. As far forward as we can and back. And let's follow what I did there. Three, 2, got one more. Stepping back off and swap to the opposite side. Again, squeeze, push slightly forward and back. And just open up as far as you can each time, pushing back off it. Four, 3, 2, and we've got one to go. And stand up, let's interlock fingers, push our chest forward, lift up as high as you can behind our back, chest forward, head up. If you can lift a bit higher, do. If you can't, just stay where you are. From there, let's interlock fingers, push them forward and away. Push those shoulder blades far forward apart, open them back up again. From there, let's lift right up overhead, push up towards ceiling. Lean over to one side. Bring it back to center. Go to the opposite side. Back to center. Let it go. And then guys, well done. Great work today.